Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a baked stuffed tomato. The first thing we're gonna do is prep our tomato. So I have my tomato here. I'm using an heirloom tomato because it's packed with flavor. You can use whatever large tomato you have available to you. And we're gonna cut out this core piece. So I'm gonna leave kind of like 1 inch from the edge because I want it to be able to stand up. And I'm gonna cut around just like this. So you can discard this piece. And now we're going to scoop out the center. So I kind of like to take my knife first, and I'm leaving about 1/2 inch from the edge. I'm just gonna kind of do a little indentation right there so it's easier to scoop out. And gently scoop out the center into a bowl. Sometimes it's easier with a scoop, sometimes with a spoon. I'm gonna try with a spoon right here because I wanna be really gentle. I don't want to break apart the tomato. I do wanna keep it intact. So don't force it, but you do wanna scoop the flesh of the tomato out and just dump it into your bowl. While you're doing this, you're also gonna preheat your oven to 380 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna set my tomato aside just on a sheet pan. And now that I have my filling of the tomato in a bowl, we're ready to cook the actual filling that's gonna go inside of our tomato. I have a small nonstick pan that I've heated on a medium heat, and I wanna now cook some applewood smoked bacon. So I'm gonna lay just a couple of sheets down. And we're gonna cook this until it is nice and crispy. You wanna be careful when you're cooking the bacon because obviously it can splash up. I'm using my splash screen. It's a little bit too large for this particular pan, but honestly it works for any pan. It's available on my Amazon storefront if you're interested. Link is in the description below. So I basically flip the bacon like maybe every 20 seconds or so because I don't wanna burn it on any one side, but I want it to evenly cook. And I like to use applewood smoked bacon because it has a lot of flavor from just the applewood chips. It is really, really delicious, especially for this recipe. But ultimately you can use whatever bacon is available to you. Just make sure that it is sugar-free, doesn't have any kind of brown sugar or sweetener or maple, anything like that added. The bacon is looking good. I'm gonna take it out and just put it on a paper towel to let the fat drain. And let's set that aside to cool and crisp up slightly. I've turned the heat off because I want to wipe the inside of this to take out some of that bacon grease. But you do want to leave some of it in the pan. So I'm just using a paper towel to kind of mop that up. And I'm going to turn the heat back on a low heat. I'm going to add a tiny bit of minced garlic and my crushed, well, not crushed tomato, but the filling of the tomato, I guess it is kind of crushed, into the pan. We're gonna let this all heat up on a low heat. And that bacon is really gonna be incorporated in that tomato, and it's gonna bring such great flavor. So to my tomato, I'm gonna add some garlic powder. We're gonna do some onion powder, dried parsley, some hot paprika, black pepper, and a little bit of salt. Go ahead, give that a little bit of a stir. We're going to increase the temperature to a medium-low. And I'm switching over to a spatula. We're going to bring this up to a simmer. And let this simmer for maybe about a minute or so. We want to let some of that tomato juice evaporate, but let the pulp be the only thing that stays and let it kind of heat up and all the flavors come together. I'm also going to add a little bit of fresh oregano. If you don't have fresh oregano, you can use dried oregano. Let's go ahead and mix that in together, and we're gonna let this continue to simmer. It's been about 3 minutes, and you can see that a lot of the moisture has now evaporated. It will just depend on how much juice is in the tomato that you're using. Heirloom tomatoes also have a lot more moisture sometimes than the other ones. There's just juice inside, and I like all of it to cook down. I don't like to strain it, which is why it could take anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes total. I'm not yet where I wanna be. I still have some moisture in the pan, so I'm gonna let this sit for maybe about 1 or 2 more minutes until it is just that puree that's left. So this is exactly what you're looking for, that when you move the spatula, there is no moisture left. So I'm gonna turn the pan off now, or the stove off now, and I'm gonna transfer the tomato to a separate pan. I'm gonna first add in my bacon. So I'm just gonna cut with some kitchen shears. You can also just chop it. I'm gonna add my bacon in small pieces. And now I'm gonna add my rice of choice. You can just use regular white rice, but I'm gonna be using this Seeds of Change brown and wild rice. This has tomato and roasted garlic for some extra garlic and extra tomatoey flavor. I like to use this one. I know it's pre-packaged, but it just kind of makes things a lot simpler. So I've already cooked this. This is already cooked. I put it in the microwave per the instructions on the packaging. And again, this is not a sponsored company. This is just a brand I like. And I'm gonna add about half of the package, maybe like 3/4 of the package. It'll just depend on how large your tomato is. So I'm gonna start with 3/4, and I'm just gonna mix all of this together. So I'm mixing that rice in with my tomato pulp and with the bacon. And I think I'm good to add the rest of the package actually as well. My tomato today is pretty large, so this should be a perfect amount. And now I have my tomato ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and start stuffing the tomato with that rice mixture. You wanna make sure to press it all the way in so it's completely filling the tomato. I'm adding a piece of parchment paper underneath just so it doesn't burn on the bottom of the tomato. And you're gonna now take a piece of aluminum foil and you're gonna cover your tomato, making sure to close it just like this. This is now gonna go into the oven. It's gonna bake at 380 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, go ahead and take out your baking tray. We're gonna now take off our aluminum foil. And for the last 5 minutes of cooking it in the oven, we're gonna add a little bit of cheese. I'm just using a quesadilla cheese. You can also use a low moisture mozzarella. So I'm just gonna place some on top. This is gonna go back in the oven for the last 5 minutes. And there you have it for a simple rice and bacon stuffed tomato recipe. This is so simple, it's bacony, it's cheesy, it's delicious. Let's cut into it. I will say that after you finish that last 5-minute bake with the cheese, let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes so it's not super, super hot, and it kind of lets all of the bubbling juices that are inside the tomato settle so it doesn't all fall apart. Let's go ahead and cut into this. I'm gonna cut a little piece right here close to me. Let's actually do a cross section here so I can show you. Just take a look at how delicious that looks. It is so flavorful. It's so simple. Let's get a bite. I'm gonna get some of the cheese, my tomato, and the gorgeous rice with some bacon. This is so flavor packed. I can't wait for you guys to try this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and cheers. That is so delicious and packed with flavor. It's a great alternative to something like a stuffed bell pepper. You can really stuff any vegetable, and using an heirloom tomato is so perfect because the tomato itself is really, really juicy and flavor packed. You guys will love this recipe. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.